to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Blue 18. 54 Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. One. One set. Check Mike 54. One. Exit. Sweetheart. Shoot.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. He's going to run. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guy... They're going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
First down and 10.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Go!
To throw on second down. Bowman got a man. It's Berrios complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Bowman looking here for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside. The 20.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Minnesota.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Johnson, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He can run for it, and he will. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He finds his running back, Mixon. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Mariota now. And that is incomplete here. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now this throw caught left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
On the double. Squeeze. Switch up, switch up. Watch safety creep, watch safety smooth. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bowman. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off play action. Bowman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception. Now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception here, Mariota. That's complete to John Ross. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Mariota on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Mariota. That one is caught by Hunt. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Look at me, zipper. I got it. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out. This one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. This is Hunt. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's coming. We got double out. Greystone, grab it. Hey, switch gears.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Minnesota.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. From the gun, Coleman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again. Bowman. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on third down. Bowman. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Olabisi Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Three buzz.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check your hot read. Check 31. Check 31.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run again with Hunt. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Finding room at the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Block 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ready.
On first down, Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Vikings.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
It's a party now. X3. 218. Chopper. Check 3. Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
18 Gator. 80 weapon. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Go.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
15 brings up fourth down.
Set. 50. Plant. Check.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just